We are following Beryl, starting to pick up speed across Texas. Those in the state are conducting rescue and recovery operations as we speak, but it's not just local and federal authorities. The United Cajun Navy is also assisting in all these efforts. It's a nonprofit organization known for providing help and relief during natural disasters. Todd Terell is president and founder of the United Cajun Navy, and also Scott Peak is a part of the United Cajun Navy. He is a storm chaser. Both of them join me now. Guys, really appreciate it. Scott, why don't we start with you? And you're in the car, you're cruising through. Tell me what you have seen, what you're seeing now, just what you've been tracking.
Yeah, so right now there's major flooding happening here in Houston. Even though the rain has stopped, there are still a lot of water rescues happening as we speak. People are still actually driving into these floods, not knowing how deep the water is. So that's making it really difficult for us to rescue those people. But luckily, we've teamed up with our partners. We have vehicles that are able to go into the water and pick those people up and get them to dry ground and into safety.
So I'm curious, when the fact that you are actually finding drivers driving into the floodwaters, what are they telling you when when you roll in, or when rescue teams are coming in? Is it because they're trying to get out of the area? They think they can go up against the challenge of these deep waters? Are they trying to get to family, friends? What do you know?
Yeah, so I think they're just they're thinking they can go through it and without with ease, but they realize they've bit off more than they can chew, and next thing you know, they're stuck in the water and they're having to get rescued. So it's kind of frustrating, but they're just trying to get out of there, but it's not the right way to do it.
No, it's not. And I know a lot of people do desperate things in desperate times. And Todd, that's where you guys come in. You have sent all type of assets down to the Houston area, in particular your boats. Tell me what you've responded to. What's the latest? How are operations going right now? Is it nonstop?
It's pretty much nonstop, yeah. I think that this storm kind of caught everybody off by surprise. And I think, a lot of people didn't evacuate. Of course, I'm not even sure if they could have evacuated, based off of the projections that were coming in. But, right now we're bringing in supplies besides the rescuing. That might be water, tarps, plastic totes for people to put their stuff in. They got wet or they don't want to get it wet. And just food. We're also able to feed some first responders, make sure they got a hot meal. Because if people were affected themselves, a lot of first responders were affected. If we go in and help them, make sure that their house is taken care of and they got a hot meal in their stomach, they're able to help everybody better. So that's just what we're doing. And as you mentioned earlier, it looks like there's some tornadoes that are going to start coming through a little bit east of us. So it's just going to keep us busy for a while.
So, Todd, how are you reaching out to folks and warning them? I know in the past, door knocks have saved lives. Are you doing that as well? Are you guys involved in sort of the warning process, or trying to let folks know, hey, things are going to be coming through your area, or maybe going into areas that have been slightly impacted where it could get worse?
Well, I tell you, there's several ways. We have a big network, and we're like an umbrella for a lot of organizations, businesses, and church organizations. One good way that we've responded today is, of course, everybody knows Mattress Mac, Furniture Gallery. Mattress Mac opened up his business to as a shelter, one of his warehouses. And so the people that are coming there, they either have no power or a tree on their house, or their house is flooded. So we're getting firsthand information from a lot of people that are going to, into these shelters, and that's one of the ways we're getting them right there.
And I'm curious, Scott, as a storm chaser, how do you make sure you're getting what you need to get with regard to information, but also keeping yourself safe? You're going right into it.
Right. Well, we have computer models and weather data radar that shows us on the map where we are. And obviously having a sense of self-awareness when we're out chasing, not just flooding, but tornadoes and hurricanes. We're constantly aware of our surroundings. And we have radar, so we're getting up-to-date information from that. And we always have an escape route when we're out there. In this case, when we're out in Surfside Beach, Texas, we had a large bridge that we could escape to in case the floodwaters got too high. So we always keep a way to keep us safe and an escape route when we're doing this stuff.
And also bringing us real-time information, Todd Terell and Scott Peak with the United Cajun Navy. Guys, thanks so much. Appreciate what you're doing. Please stay in touch with us.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. God bless.
You bet.